Hello, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. It is Monday at 11:04 a.m. and I am not on my lunch break at work because the calendar said student recess day. Obviously, we have the day off and I'm so grateful. And I was originally thinking, well, maybe I'll vlog Tuesday, Wednesday so you can just see me only at work and it's not like home stuff or whatever, but I was like, this is vlogging. My schedule's Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, we'll see. But I thought it could be fun to start it today and see what happens because Mark and we are gonna run to an antique or thrift shop. I think it's more of like an antique shop that is close to where we live. We're gonna go there and we are on the hunt for a light for our living room. We were really open to the idea of like soft lighting in our spaces at night. Sometimes the overhead lighting has been very like harsh, and then when we have family night, when we're playing games and poker and everything, the overhead lighting it's harsh. We want something a little softer and more comfy. And so we've had this idea, we've honestly thought about it for years, of having like a hanging lamp situation in our living room. But we were looking on Pinterest. We have ideas of styles we like. We're open to different things, but it would be really fun to find something used and thrifted. And maybe if it's, you know, a decently priced antique light, that would be super cool. We don't know. We just want to go look. So I thought it could be really fun to go and look. We're not even sure if this place has any kind of lighting. We'll go together and then see where the day takes us from there. It's nice because October already does feel off to a very fast-paced start. This is a day for non-work things. Cheers. Cheers to that. I'm drinking my smoothie, got my pumpkin spiced coffee, and I'm fueling up. Mark is finishing his coffee, and then I think we're gonna head out. So see you there. The owl?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that a lot. We have a purpose. Feels good to come in here with a purpose, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just perusing, but feels good to be looking specifically for a light. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh. I mean, like a shade like that I could be down for. This is the concept we're looking for. Something kind of industrial, but not a desk lamp. That's the one. That's 100% it. That's literally what's on my Pinterest board. Okay, so there's all these little rooms out here, little sheds, and they all have one of the lights. There's also this. Mark likes this. I like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm partial to the green and like the non-rusty one.
Oh yeah.
But I do think there's a broken one up there, so I do think they probably would sell one. We just have to ask. I did not expect to come home with any purchases. I thought getting a light for our living room was gonna honestly be like a 6-month process.
I thought it was.
When did we start looking at them? 2 weeks ago, huh? When we went to sushi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were like sitting at the restaurant looking through Pinterest and just like, you know, figuring out kind of what we both could agree on as far as an option for this room. The idea is we have hooks already installed that, you know, came with the house. So to have a corded lamp situation right over here. Thank you, Marge. So obviously get rid of this standing spotlight lamp. Well, we'll put it somewhere else in the house, but that's the plan. That's been the plan. And we found something. It was in like this section that had all kinds of like ladders and industrial stuff. And it is very industrial, but Mark...
It had $500 wooden ladders from the Los Angeles Fire Department.
Yeah, Mark got up on a ladder to get it down. The poor girl that worked there was like by herself in this big old antique mall.
She was helpful.
She was she was so helpful, but I was watching her. Mark couldn't see, he was up there. I was watching her while he was up on his ladder, and she was like so afraid for him to fall. Like, she even told me, she's like, I just don't want him to fall. We got it. We purchased it. It works. We like made sure and all that, but we're gonna go clean it in the garage right now. And then spray it and polish it or something like that.
It's like we're living in Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
You can ride through the mud.
I think what's exciting is it's like an art installation in our home.
That's true.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I need to trust you. I trusted you. I did, but I was a little nervous.
People are definitely gonna be like, what
Oh, they're gonna. That's art though. That's why I say it's like having an art installation, because it's gonna cause conversation. And there she is in all her glory. We've hit the time where I need to just prep as much food as I can for the week. I'm getting distracted by our cool light back there. I'll definitely get a clip of it tonight when we actually need to turn it on. I'm so excited for that, to see how it looks in our space. But I am going to chop a bunch of vegetables. So I have a sweet potato I'm gonna chop up. I have zucchini to chop up. That's the zucchini's partially for dinner tonight. I have celery to chop up, and I have a butternut squash. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna air fry all these things instead of roasting them in the oven, because that would be way too hot in the house. But I am finding, okay, we eat a lot of salad, and that is such a good like lunch option for me. One, it's like you don't have to heat anything up. But it's also, you know, the way we make our salads is very healthy, and it's got all my nutrients I need. It could be very filling because I add chicken in there, but I get a little bored of my meals sometimes. And I'm trying to be better about like being grateful for what I have, and also understanding like this is nourishment for my body. But something I'm finding a good hack for me is to incorporate a variety of textures and things in my salad intentionally, with the idea of it being fun to eat. Having a sweet potato and like having like chunks of sweet potato in my salad is always so good because I love that flavor. And then celery is something crunchy because I really like crunchy things. And I'm gonna do like a fall kind of like a harvesty type of salad with an apple cider vinaigrette dressing and just, yeah, but this is just how I hack the system a little bit when it comes to meal prep, because then we just buy a big bag of Power Greens from Costco every week, and so we have that throughout the week for the nights we have salads for dinner, and then the lunches that I make for work. So we're gonna speed through that real quick. Oops. Hi, good morning. I am at work, obviously. It feels so good to be back here and be like feeling energized and healthy and rested versus last week when I was obviously not. I feel like my vlogs right now are a little bit, they're coming out at weird times because I had to batch some content for just a variety of reasons. Last week was the week where I was out sick a lot. And now we are planning for a day of therapy. I am gonna probably do, because I missed some days last week, and then my Slippa was actually out the day she was supposed to be here pulling kids. We have kids that need makeup sessions. So today I will be doing a blend of pulling kids, pushing in. I do need to figure out what the circle time lesson looks like this week. I thought I was so behind. I'm not behind. I'm not behind. Okay, I don't even remember what I think I taught different and that last week. That is not that. I know I just signed that wrong. I think it's that, right? That. Oh, I got ahead of that. I got so lucky, right? I didn't miss any. So then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and we're just gonna practice. Cool. So circle time is planned. Do you wanna see my cute outfit though? Pretty proud of this. I feel so girly and I love it. I feel like a fall girly. Is my lens smudged? Wow, that whole time my lens was smudged. I'm sorry you had to watch in that quality. I am so sorry, but we're back. We're back to business now. I don't know if my Slippa watches these vlogs, but if you do, I'm not gonna name names because that just feels weird to like call people out, but she made me a spooky bus. It's like Wheels on the Bus, but a spooky version. So like there's bats, there's ghosts, there's kids, there's witches. Anyways, I'm gonna take that and do that at circle time. And it has the word on, so we'll review on. My hair. Okay, yay. Okay, I had a really successful circle time, hung out at Snack, and the kids played outside and I just kind of sat out there and modeled language and did some things. So I definitely have some push-in minutes clocked for a couple of my kids, but I am gonna pull out, I'm gonna try and do 3 sessions right now, maybe only 2, because the kids only have an hour until they go home. So I may only get through 2 just with all their transitions and different things, but I am going to pull. So I'm gonna do these. I have these like flashcards that are forever old, but I'm gonna do an artic session right now with a little girl who is, there's a lot of phonology things we can't quite figure out. She has a goal for fronting that she came in with from her initial assessment. But sometimes she has it, sometimes she doesn't, but then her vowels are kind of a mess. And so I'm like, oh, that gives me a lot of information as far as just her, what might be going on. But so we're gonna do some vowel practice, and then I think, oh, do I have my Bjorn cards? I don't think I have them in here. I think they're in my car. And so are I don't have my Bjorn cards. So I would do Bjorn. I would do some sound syllable stuff. But since I don't have those, sorry, you're following me all around this room, I think what I'll do is Kaufman cards. And I feel like that is just blasphemous to admit that I'm going to use Kaufman cards because I'm such a diehard Bjorn speech fan. But these come through. I have had success with Kaufman approaches to things, so we can't knock it all, you know? There's different things work for different kids, and that's why we have a plethora of resources. But I'm going to do that with her. We'll probably play like a little game or something too. They're sitting on a gate. On a
gate.
Let's try that again. Remember, your tongue goes back here for your g sound. G, g, g.
Go.
High five. Do that again. G.
Go.
Oh, try again. Go.
Go.
Yes, high five.
8.
Okay.
A moon.
Moon. No. Gum.
Gum.
Good g sound. You did such a good one. Feel it again. Gum.
Gum.
Good job.
One. Red.
Red burger.
Where's blue go?
There isn't a blue one.
Why?
I don't know. We got to take that up with the makers of Pop the Pig. You ready to push down? Make him chew? Ready? 4. Somehow, lunchtime just crept up out of nowhere, but I'm grateful because I'm hungry. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with my hair. I feel like maybe I need to brush it. Do I have my brush? Pro tip, always keep a brush. Oh yeah. I feel like it's very dry. I think I've washed it too much in the last week because I'm getting hot while I sleep and I'm waking up hot and I'm sweating, and so my hair's getting greasier, but probably need to wash it less so it doesn't get so dry. I have made such good progress on this AAC report. It's due a week from yesterday. I'm trying to get it done by, honestly, I'm gonna get it done by today. I think I only have one more little section to fill out, and I can do that once centers are over in preschool, but centers are about to start. So I'm gonna head up there and push in. But yeah, if I can finish this report by the end of today, like, I'll basically have caught up on everything. Well, not everything. We're gonna be done. We're gonna be done for the day. I feel pretty good about this day and all that I got done. This report is pretty much done. Now I'm just kind of going back and being really nitpicky, like extremely nitpicky with it, but I have to be because this is just, you know, it's a report for a kid, and I wanna make sure that I do my due diligence, make sure he's gonna get everything he needs through this assessment. But I am packing up, and I was writing this report, and I was just thinking about something kind of fun, like a little SLP hack that I don't know if you do this already, maybe you do, and I've done this, but I didn't realize how much I could actually use reports from occupational therapists or like school psychologists. School psychologists, I guess I knew a little bit more, but occupational therapy reports can be so helpful in getting like a good idea of what behaviors a child is using to communicate, because they do pretty good, at least in my district, they give a pretty good summary of the behaviors they saw during their assessments, especially when there's more behaviors seen during tasks that the kids obviously maybe find harder. Yeah, I was working on this report, and this is an AAC report, so obviously I'm seeing if I need to justify the need for a device for this child. And I've seen some things already where I'm like, yeah, like I do definitely feel like this is the route we need to go. But seeing the occupational therapy report and their observations during what they were trying to sit down and get like standardized assessments done to get an idea of how this child was like writing and their pencil grip and all yada, yada, yada. And there's like all these subtests. And in it, you know, she said this couldn't be completed because of X, Y, and Z. So I'm looking further into her behavioral observations because I'm like, well, what are X, Y, and Z meaning? And I wasn't even looking at it for that, but I got stuck in my communication head, and I was like, wait, I want to find out. And I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad my brain goes there, because I went and read her observation, and there was so much information about what this child was doing in that moment when he pushed the pencil away, he stood up, he yelled, he walked over to the other side of the room. And I just realized like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, he's protesting that specific activity for whatever reason. I have a couple different guesses as to why. But I also think in that moment, now seeing what I've seen, I'm putting this puzzle together, and I'm like, also, like, this is a child that seeks a lot of sensory support. So in that moment, like, where sensory needs met, like, you know, like just thinking about all these things that he needed to be able to communicate that manifested in a behavior. And I just thought, what a cool hack to like think about for future Marie, and maybe for you if you don't already do this, but like go back and read like the most recent occupational therapy or psychologist, or even, you know, obviously we read the other SLP reports, but like I don't always take time to read the other team members' reports. Not that I want to just stay in my lane, but I do sometimes stay in my lane out of the need to save time and trust other, you know, professionals and all of that, which I do, but it's just so helpful for me because so much of the day we spend communicating, whether we want to or not. And yeah, it was just very eye-opening. Very eye-opening. Let's see.
Oh, Wizard Harry.
Oh, do my eyes show how tired I am? I've realized before, earlier this morning actually, I turned on this light and was like, oh, I didn't show you last night how it looked in the house, like the house was darker, but we're loving it. We're loving the antique light. It's so fun. Sasha, don't do that to my shoes, please. So that's very fun, but today was definitely a fun day. We just got home from improv and it was fun. The afternoon, like from the time I got home to now, has felt very like go, but having that like hour and a half to just laugh and be goofy and silly. Not that I only limit my goofy and silliness to an hour and a half a week, but having that designated time to be with others in that kind of like community and then all get to connect through that goofiness and silliness is really special and fun and in a way relaxing. That's just how I feel right now. So we gotta make a little bit of food and then get a little bit of sleep, huh? You're not about being on the vlog lately. She just has not wanted to be. It's so funny. All right, I am so excited to see you in the next video. So until then.